What a huge win at Los Angeles for this Phillies team. Yo, what is going on, everybody? Welcome to Phillies Senso of Media. And today we're going to cover last night's game at 10 of Philadelphia Phillies and the Los Angeles Dodgers as the Phillies defeat the Dodgers by a final score of 9-7 as they take the first game of this 4-game series. I just can't believe it. Now, guys, before getting into this video, please subscribe if you have not yet. Please turn on the notification bell. Please like this video, comment on this video, share this video, and let's get into this. This video is also brought to you by All Things Phillies. All Things Phillies provides a daily video of highlights from the game. So please go and subscribe to his channel. Link in the description section. So I understand we did allow 7 runs last night. We go out there and we scored more runs than our opponent, right? I mean, we scored 9 runs. Bryce Harper, a home run. The double 3 RBIs. Kyle Schwarber looked pretty good last night. Jean Segura continues to stay hot. So this offense really went out there swinging against Tyler Anderson. Seems like we got our revenge against Tyler Anderson. If you do not know, as I said at the end of my last video, the Phillies had a deal in place with the Pittsburgh Pirates last year to acquire Tyler Anderson, and the deal fell through. As a big up the scoring summary here in the top of the first inning, Bryce Harper. I tell you what, man, he's really starting to heat up as he homers on a fly ball to right center field. His 7th of the season, a solo shot, and it's 1-0 Philadelphia here in the first. So I tell you, great extension on that one, and is able to muscle it out of the park. I mean, I got out of here in a hurry. So now 7 solo shots to start the season. Kind of reminds me of what he did last year. Am I right? I mean, so here we go. Bryce Harper with all these solo shots. So hopefully he can hit a home run with a guy on base. He's yet to do that so far this year. So it's kind of weird. I mean, 2 years in a row he's kind of off to this solo shot start. But I tell you, the RBIs are definitely there though. I mean, 22 RBIs so far this year. 3 coming last night. It's a great night out of Harp last night, and then we pick it up here in the top of the second inning. Kyle Schwarber going the other way as he singles on a ground ball to left field, and that was a nice swing. The ball was on the outside part of the plate. He just took it there. He didn't try to pull it. Nice simple stroke off the bat of Kyle Schwarber. Jean Segura comes around to score, and it's 2-0 Phillies here in the second. So we're getting off to a nice fast start indeed off of Tyler Anderson. So Kyle Schwarber, hopefully he's going to start to get it going. He had a terrible series out in Seattle. Terrible. He went hitless. Picking up here in the same inning, Johan Camargo. This got out of here in a hurry, ladies and gentlemen, as he homers on a fly ball to left field. A 2-run shot also scores Kyle Schwarber, and that is his 3rd of the season already. And the Phillies now take a 4-0 lead. Johan Camargo has been a great utility player for this Phillies team. I mean, of course, he's not an everyday guy, and I mean, of course, we didn't send him to be an everyday guy, but and I tell you, he's come up clutch when we really needed him. For example, out in Colorado in that finale game out there, if you don't remember that, we were trying to avoid the sweep. I mean, that huge home run he hit to left field, and then he hits a 2-run shot last night. So I've been very impressed with Johan Camargo, what he's able to do in the Phillies uniform so far. I mean, we pretty much signed this guy for his defense. When we first signed him prior to MLB going into a lockout, we signed him, mostly because of his defense, because he's a very good defender. But I tell you, he's been much better than we thought he'd be at the plate. We pick it up here in the bottom of the 3rd inning, the 2019 NL MVP, Cody Bellinger, homers on a fly ball to right center field. That was pretty much a wall scraper. Didn't really get out of here by very much, but a home run is a home run, a solo shot for Bellinger, and he continues to kill this Phillies team. I don't understand. Bellinger just kills us. It's just like, wow. He loves hitting against his Phillies team. It seems like there are a lot of Philly killers out there. If you do remember, he did hit a home run last year at Citizens Bank Park the other way. And he hits a home run here at Dodger Stadium off of Zach Lear, his 5th of the season. He has not been that same guy since 2018. We saw it a little bit at the beginning of this year, but he's really fallen off again. Dodgers going to board now at 4-1 ball. Then you pick it up here in the top of the 4th inning. I mean, what aggressive base running by the Phillies right here. Johan Camargo hits a little, pop-up into shallow center field. Gavin Lux goes out there and makes the catch, and Jean Segura's coming home, and the throw by Gavin Lux bounces up, and Will Smith couldn't handle it, and it goes to his left. It goes way up, and then it bounces away. Segura is able to score easily, and the Phillies now get that run back. Now 5-1 ball game. So I love the aggressiveness. I love the aggressiveness from this Phillies team. So great slide right there from Jean Segura. Wow, I mean, how in the world do you let a guy score like that? I understand Gene Segura's got some speed, but wow. Wow. Then we pick it up here in the top of the 5th inning. Bryce Harper, homered in the first inning. Then he doubles on a line drive the other way to left field. Alec Bohm comes around to score his 11th double of the season, and the Phillies now lead it 6-1. So a nice, aggressiveness off the bat of Bryce Harper. He's been hitting the ball, hard recently. Had a great series out in Seattle. He's definitely been heating up this past week. A little injury update on Harp. They did some more tests. They found that he has a slightly torn UCL. Not throw for the next 4 weeks. So he's going to be continuing to DHing for the very least in another month at least. I don't honestly. I think by maybe late June you might see him go out there and play right field. So it's definitely been interesting. He hasn't played right field in quite some time, and it doesn't look like he's going to be going out there anytime soon. So there's absolutely no reason to rush him back out there. You wouldn't know it by the way he's playing. Am I right? I mean, he's still hitting the ball hard. He's still hitting the ball all over the park. So he's just continuing to do Bryce Harper things. And thank God we have DH, because I tell you what, he'd be in the IL right now, and he's still producing at a very high level at the plate. It's just amazing. He just plays the game so hard. He has his whole life. I love it. 6-1 Phillies. Then we pick it up here in the top of the 6th inning. Kyle Schwarber hits a sacrifice fly to right field. JT Realmuto comes around to score, and it's now a 7-1 ball game. So one thing out of this Phillies team last night is that we played, pretty much, solid fundamental baseball. Sac flies, getting the job done, not trying to do too much. I mean, this is a nice, simple approach from this Phillies offense. So Kyle Schwarber gets the job done as he collects his second RBI of the night. Then we pick it up here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Will Smith doubles on a ground ball to left field. Album did whatever he could to try to reach out and get it, but the speedy Trey Turner and Max Muncy come around to score, and it's now a 7-3 ball game. So the Dodgers, here you go, they're starting to kind of get back in the ball game a little bit. We pick it up here in the bottom of the 8th inning. Will Smith does it again as he singles on a sharp line drive to center field. Freddie Freeman comes around to score, and it's now a 7-4 ball game. Hey, Will Smith, probably the best catcher in baseball, right? I mean, he's a very, very underrated player in my opinion. So he definitely hurt us last night. 3 RBIs so far at this point. We only have a 3-run lead. So they're coming back in the ball game. Pick it up here in the same inning. Justin Turner doubles on a ground ball to left field. Trey Turner and Max Muncy come around to score, and it's now a 7-6 ball game. I mean, first of all, Jose Alvarado, terrible. Absolutely terrible. And I understand we still won this ball game, but he has been just awful since we acquired at the end of 2020. Just not a fan of him, and a lot of people, wonder why I'm not a fan of this guy. I don't care he could throw 100 miles an hour. I don't really care he could throw that slider at high field. I don't care. He can't locate at all. He's way too wacky. He just can't command it. So 7-6 ball game. Then we pick it up here in the same inning. Chris Taylor singles on a short ground ball to left field. Will Smith comes around to score, and the Dodgers tie it at 7. Jose Alvarado completely imploded. He completely imploded. Unacceptable. I understand, yes, we won this game. Okay, yes, we won this game. But, I mean, still, totally unacceptable. He is just terrible. He is just awful. He's way too emotional out there. No other words to say. Just totally unacceptable. 7-7 tie. Then we pick it up here in the top of the 9th inning. Daniel Hudson on the mound, who threw the final pitch when the Nationals won the World Series. Throws a wild pitch, and Odubel Herrera comes down to score, and the Phillies now take the lead. Now an 8-7 ball game. So that was a nice run right there, kind of a lucky one. Then we pick it up here in the same inning. Bryce Harper with some fundamental baseball. He hits a sacrifice fly to right field. Rhys Hoskins comes around to score. 9-7 ball game. So nice endurance run right there off the bat of Bryce Harper, kind of giving us a nice cushion now, a 2-run lead. But I tell you, you can see how quickly this Dodgers team came back in the ball game and tied it, right? I mean, they're very, very good. They're very, very good. So that'd be a ball game 9-7. Your finals, the Phillies win the first game of the series out there in Los Angeles. So great job out of this Phillies team. Rhys Hoskins bats leadoff last night, collects 1 knock, also scores one of the Phillies 9 runs. Alec Bohm gets to start out of the 2-hole as he has been recently. He also collected a knock and scored one of the Phillies 9 runs as well. He also drew a walk, which is great to see. And Bryce Harper, your Phillies has immediate offensive player of the game. The home run, the double, the sacrifice fly, 3 RBIs last night. Also scored one of the Phillies 9 runs. That was just a great night last night for Harp. Now he gets his average now up to 276 and 881 OPS. So this guy's definitely heating up. Nick Castellanos with another hitless performance last night. So his average now dips to 287. Not much out of him. And Gene Segura continues to stay hot with another 2 knocks last night. 2 runs scored. So he's definitely been seeing the baseball well. He's been hitting the ball very, very hard. So Gene Segura, it's nice to see this guy heating up. JT Muto also collects 2 knocks last night. Scores one of the Phillies 9 runs. Just I'd like to see that OPS go a little bit higher. It only sits at 705. Kyle Schwarber, the nice RBI single the other way to left field. Also with the fundamental baseball, the sacrifice fly. So good night last night out of Schwarbs. His OPS only sits at 697. It's definitely dipped significantly. He hasn't drew a walk in some time now. And Johan Camargo, only one hit was a big one. The line drive home run to left field down the line. So that was just great, and collects 3 RBIs last night. Also on that lucky sacrifice fly, and Roman Quinn gets to start out in center and collects a knock. And Duperera also went out there to take over for him out in center. He also collects a knock. Zach Wheeler, 5 1/3, 6 hits, 3 runs, all 3 earned, 1 walk, and 7 strikeouts. Thank God he was able to fly out there. He was not out there in Seattle with the team because he was on the virus-related IL. They reinstated him. He flew out there and met the team, and he gave us a pretty solid start last night. Not anything great. I mean, his last start was just unbelievable. But he kept us in the ballgame. In the 6th inning, Brad Hand came in. I mean, kind of a weird time to bring in Brad Hand. But anyway, he was able to get the job done just fine. Sandy Dominguez with a solid 7th inning for us. Nice 1-2-3 inning. But Jose Alvarado there in that 8th inning. Terrible. Only manages to collect 1 out. 5 hits, 4 runs, all 4 earned, 1 walk and 1 strikeout. I don't know, could you sit there and say, oh, it's not his fault? And that was all his fault. I mean, I don't understand at all. Gets smacked with 4 earned. 4 earned. He was absolutely terrible. So he just continues to just not be able to locate his stuff. And he just leaves it right in the middle part of the plate. I don't care, you could throw 100 miles an hour. Look at a guy like Zach Eflin, when he's on, does he have overpowering stuff? No, but he knows how to make it work. He knows how to pinpoint it. I just don't care about the, oh my gosh, look at his stuff. I've always said he has good stuff, but he just can't locate it. Andrew Bellani was able to come in and get us out of that jam. Thank God Andrew Bellani was able to come in there and wrap up that bottom of the 8th inning. Great job. And Corey Knebel gets a save against his former squad, his 7th of the season. Allow a hit and 2 walks, of course, always has to be interesting, but a win is a win. Is able to slam the door, and the Phillies win 9-7. Able to just get 1 win out there in LA, at least now. At least we know we're not going to be getting swept out. At 15-17, 6.5 back. Tied with the Atlanta Braves. Miami Marlins sit at 14-17 as the Mets did unfortunately beat the Nationals yesterday, but they lost the day before. So they're able to just win the series down there in Washington. It is what it is. The Mets take on the Seattle Mariners tonight in New York, a team we just faced. Let's go Mariners. So those are your little divisional updates. Great win at his Phillies team, 9-7. Ladies and gentlemen, win is a win. As bad as Jose Alvarado was, as interesting as it got there in that bottom 9th inning, a win is a win. So guys, thanks so much for watching this. Please subscribe if you haven't yet. Please share and engage your bell. Please like this video, comment on this video, share this video. Check out the social media link in the description section at Phillies Media, Instagram. Follow me on Twitter at Media. Card text 267-225-3292. Email me PhilliesMedia@gmail.com. Kyle Gibson 3-1-8-2-9-4 ERA. Going against Clayton Kershaw. He's been great this year, 4-0 with a 1.80 ERA. We're able to steal win out in LA. Great win out of his Phillies team. I'll look at our Chuck. Let's go Phillies. I'll see you guys.